Galen's never been afraid to set his goals high. And whether you're trying to make your high school varsity cross-country team, or you're trying to win an Olympic medal,
26:44, Galen smashes Stowe's American record.
failing to have a plan is planning for failure. Every year we set a goal. Everything that we do has got to be pointing towards that goal.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it. I can push it, study it, tweak it, listen to it. Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on? I'm on my bike, busting my ass 6 hours a day. What are you on?
Galen Rupp, is he on the hot sauce? Is Galen Rupp juicing? Is he on the juice? Check out this interview with Goucher. Goucher seems potentially to think Galen Rupp is on the hot sauce. Check it out.
There's athletes that are raising the bar and in a way that isn't real. I had a conversation with Galen in 2011 and he told me how tired he was, how he was so excited to have the season be over. And fast forward a month and he shattered the American record. That's not how it works. You have to rest, you have to recover, you have to start all over again.
Galen Rupp is the most tested athlete in America.
So is Lance Armstrong. Doesn't mean anything.
This is a screen grab from Galen Rupp's blood charts.
It says presently on testosterone medication. That's from '02.
So he's 16.
I think it's gonna break his mom's heart. There's no reason for him to be on that. I mean, that I can think of. I don't know.
That's almost child abuse. I mean, I feel like there's no way, it's very unlikely that a 16-year-old would be like making the decision to do this without, or even know how to go about doing it.
How would he even know how to get something like that?
Yeah, how would you even know?
You were very close to Alberto Salazar.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult has it been doing this interview today?
It's really hard. For years, he was a super important person in my life. I mean, I literally loved him. I loved him. He was like a father figure to me. So it feels like a betrayal, a little bit. And I feel really bad about that. But he put me in this position.
I don't think Galen Rupp's on steroids personally because he's too skinny. Steroids make you big. Look, they make you like 120 kilos with 2% body fat, don't they? I mean, steroids only make you big. Like, people will say that Ronda Rousey looks like she's on steroids. I disagree because she's not even that big. Elaine, like recently, Ronda says all she takes is Flintstone chewable vitamins. So yeah, if you take steroids, it makes you huge, doesn't it? Only like massive bodybuilder, 120 kilo people take steroids like testosterone, don't they? It's a myth that runners or UFC fighters would take testosterone. What does testosterone do? It only increases your red blood cells. It only makes your sprint better. It only lets you recover faster and store more glycogen. Why would a UFC fighter or a marathoner even bother with that? So I would say that Galen Rupp's not taking anything other than maybe a bit of Advil, maybe not. But also, let's look at Matthew Casero, a 58-minute half marathoner. He runs a 58 half marathon. All right, let's just get it right. 58 fucking minutes. 58 minutes. Matthew Casero, this guy here, got busted for steroids. He says that everyone at the top is on the hot sauce. This is not possible to compete. He says the whole Kenyan athletics thing's a scam. That's Matthew's quote there. So Let's check out a little interview with Matthew. Check this guy out and watch the dancing at the end. It's pretty funny.
The athlete is found guilty of this offence. I caught up with Matthew Kisorio, one of Kenya's highly profiled athletes who tested positive of burnt substances. 3 years ago, Kisorio, then aged 23, was a force to reckon with in the half-marathon competitions, winning a couple of races and even threatening to break the half-marathon world record. His career seemed bright until when the World Anti-Doping Agency representatives came calling.
Nobody forced me, and I didn't take myself. I was going to the hospital for some other reasons, because some time back I had gotten some accidents, so I could feel some headaches, some problems, so I decided that's when the doctor introduced himself.
And without knowing, he was hoodwinked into ingesting certain products in return of improved performance.
I know you are capable of running. If you can run this half marathon like this, you can run even marathon better than everyone. So he told me, no, take this multivitamin only. At that point, I had not read even about these IAAF rules, which you have to use this supplement, you don't have to use this one.
However, he admits his ignorance highly contributed to him falling for the trap.
For my case, it was not about the hygiene, it was not about the coach. This was between me and the doctor, you see.
What followed was him getting a 2-year ban from any athletics-related activities, and as a result, he fell into depression.
At that time, I could feel lonely. That's why I found myself going to clubs, drinking, moving out with friends, anybody.
But after 1 year of sulking, he returned to practice, shedding the weight he had gained and resuming to fitness. But reckons nothing comes on a silver platter. And in 2014, Kisorio returned with a bang, winning a couple of races, among them the Ndakaine Half Marathon. Last weekend but one, he finished second in the Police Cross-Country Championships as he seeks to make it to the national team that will represent Kenya in the forthcoming World Cross-Country Championships in Goucher, China in March. However, he is concerned with how Athletics Kenya deals with the doctors who dupe athletes. According to him, until now, the doctor responsible for his doping still operates in Eldoret.
The only mistake what Athletics Kenya did, I showed them the doctor. That's when he's still working. They follow him like 1 or 2 months and then they let it go.
Therefore, leaving the question, how many more has he introduced to this barbaric act? Now, Matthew Kisorio's story is a perfect example of the rise and fall of an era. In fact, he knows how exactly it feels to hit the rock bottom of one's career, but he has promised to strive and bring back his career to where it belongs. Wanjiko Mwenda, K24 Sport, Nandi County.
So that's just business as normal, man. If you won't dope, you won't cope. Simple as that. Nike, Adidas, all these big companies, do you really think they give a fuck about their athletes? Is the question to ask, is it more of just a marketing thing? Get these Kenyans, get these young kids in the US, the vulnerable people, give them get a good doctor for them, for the hot sauce, Flintstone chewable vitamins, and get them going. That's what pro sport is. You got the marketers, the directors, the product endorsements, all that stuff. You got big pockets, deep pockets, and on top of that, sort of halfway in that, is all these athletes, the star athletes. I'll tell you what, a federation really isn't going to get their star athlete busted because it makes them look bad. And if WADA comes knocking the door and says, hey, you're a positive test, generally the federation like the IAF, apparently on the BBC, they say just covers it up. So I don't know, but I think Galen Rupp, not on the hot sauce. I think Mo Farah, not in the hot sauce. I think the Kenyan was on the hot sauce just because he said he was. But those other guys, definitely full natty bra. Full natty bra.